Last week, the communications director of the Ghana Football Association, Henry Asante, gave us an update on when the Ghana Black Stars coach will be announced. Well, reports making the rounds are that Otto Addo has agreed after consultation with his club Borussia Dortmund to a one-year deal, a deal that will last up until the end of the year. We'll look at the details of the agreement and how long that deal will last. Well, if you look at the length of the deal now, it means that he will be in charge of the team heading into Qatar 2022. The return date for Partey has been given, and also we'll look at the new coach for Egypt after they sacked Carlos Queiroz following his unfortunate inability to qualify them for the World Cup following that penalty shootout loss to Senegal. They have a new man at the helm. We'll be looking at him today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. So after a 2-week break given to Otto Addo by Borussia Dortmund, he has returned. They officially tweeted it here. The Otto Addo, the man who qualified Ghana to the World Cup, has returned to camp and is back with his team in Dortmund, going through his paces and back to duty, normal duty. After the successful campaign in the World Cup qualifying, it is quite clear that Otto Addo would be a front runner for the head coach role. However, he has not left his duties with his side in Dortmund. He is still a trainer scout for Borussia Dortmund, and now permission has been granted by his club after negotiations, which the communications director of the Ghana Football Association, Henry Asante, told us was ongoing. We'll have him in charge of the national team until the end of the year. At least he will be working still on this interim basis with his job at Dortmund still intact. The tweet was made by Sadiq Adams, who said that after negotiations and talks with Borussia Dortmund, an agreement has been reached for Otto Addo to sign a new contract with Ghana until the end of the year. Otto will thus lead the Black Stars to Qatar 2022 for the World Cup. And so that is it there on the front of Otto Addo. He's a new still interim head coach of the Ghana Black Stars, yet to be announced. But from this communication and making the rounds, it is quite clear that Henry Asantechu's talk, or when he said that the coach of the Ghana Black Stars would be named very soon, is quite accurate. He'll still be assisted by Masoud Didi Dramani, George Boateng, as well as Chris Hughton, who is currently the technical advisor, and it is going to be the 4-man team once again leading us in Qatar 2022. Great news there on that front. The Ghana Black Stars hoping to do the same thing that they did, surprise everyone and make it out of the group and hopefully further than the round of 16. It's a quite a tricky group and a tricky round of 16 if we should make it out of the group, because potentially Brazil is also in there. But one step at a time. The very first game we should be focusing on right now is the one versus Portugal. In the meantime, we'll wait for the AFCON draw, which will be held also later next week. So that is it there. Otto Addo will be leading the technical team, the same technical team he did in the World Cup qualifying campaign. Are you excited by that? What do you expect from him? Would you have expected someone else to be in charge? He'll still maintain his job with Borussia Dortmund. The rest as well will maintain their jobs, and the contract sees them up till the end of the year. At least until then, we will have another planning altogether. But I've always maintained that since Chris Hughton is free, why were he not giving or offer the job on a permanent basis? As I said, it is playing out as I predicted. Otto Addo has qualified us to the World Cup, and this is being pushed for him to be the coach on a permanent basis. Not surprised by that at all. And my next story has to do with Thomas Partey. The Ghana midfielder is expected to return from injury in time for the North London derby between Arsenal and Tottenham. Now, you know Arsenal and Tottenham are squaring it up for the 4th place, the Champions League spot, and it is going down to the wire. The Gunners do not have an easy list of fixtures after they slipped up versus Brighton and Hove Albion a couple of days ago. they are looking to get back to winning ways. They slipped up as Crystal Palace lost to Brighton and Hove Albion, all in the absence of Thomas Partey. He suffered that injury versus Crystal Palace, and it is expected after suffering a thigh injury in the game against Palace and missing the weekend loss to Brighton and Hove Albion. Premier League injury expert Ben Dinnery explains Thomas Partey will be out for about 5 weeks, same as his previous layup. This means Partey will be back on May 12. I understand that it's around the same area as a previous thigh injury from 2020, he said. He picked this one up in the North London derby and it lasted around 5-week period. If we are looking to base it on that in terms of severity, he could return in a similar time frame. Funnily enough, that could coincide with the North London derby again. He is meeting with a specialist to help identify whether there is an underlying issue that would explain why this has come up again. He is so important to Arsenal team. It's night and day in terms of points per game when he is and isn't on the team sheet. So Thomas Partey, the same spot he has that injury with, maybe there's something underlying causing it. They are racking their brains around it to get him back to full fitness and get him back on the horse, get him back on the pitch for the Gunners so they can do well and qualify for Champions League football, which they so dearly want to play in. And it's been a while we saw Arsenal in the Champions League. Hopefully they do get him back. And now the Egyptian Football Association, I'll end with here. They have appointed a new coach. Yes, a coach after sacking Carlos Queiroz after his failure to qualify them for the World Cup, losing on penalty shootout to Senegal, who he lost on penalty shootout to in the African Cup of Nations final. Has been announced that the appointment of former Ismaili defender Ehab Galal as the new head coach of the national team. Now, the 54-year-old was named by the EFA board on Tuesday to take charge of the Pharaohs and prepare the side for the upcoming international assignment, which includes the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Galal was appointed as a replacement for Portuguese tactician Carlos Queiroz, who left the position on Sunday following a mutual termination of his contract. The decision to release the experienced coach from his contract came after 2 successive big disappointments for the Egyptian national team. The future of Queiroz was decided just 2 weeks after failing to qualify for the World Cup. The playoff disappointment was just 1 month from the Pharaohs' loss to Senegal in the AFCON final in Cameroon. The Portuguese manager was in charge for just 7 months. Queiroz was handed the national team job in September 2021, having released Hossam El Badri, but the results in the 2 important matches sealed his fate. Galal's target will be to qualify for the African Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire and try to win the ultimate at the tournament. He was in charge of Pyramids FC, who are having a decent campaign in the Egyptian Premier League this season as they are third in the league. Galal took over the club in September last year and has won 16 of his 23 matches, with 4 ending in draws, leaving them only 2 points behind leaders Al Ahly and Zamalek. Pyramids are also in the quarterfinals of the CAF Confederations Cup under the tutelage of Galal, who has previously coached Al Masry, ENPPI, Zamalek, Messer El Makassa, amongst others. So the new coach of Egypt has been appointed. He will take them through AFCON qualifiers in June. So that has been it for today. Thomas Partey set to return on May 12th ahead of the North London derby. Ghana's new coach. Why hasn't Chris Hughton been offered the job? Your guess is as good as mine, but we'll get an announcement soon. And Egypt's new coach. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day. Have a great end to the week.